It's Saturday, January 14th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. Let's talk about yesterday, though, a 2-3 day. Our video plays go 2-2. We added Josh Giddey's under, and he obviously goes over. I know it's been a rough stretch. Look, we're still at 51 units, but over the last 9 days, we've lost about 6 or 7 units. And I know it sucks. We've obviously made a ton of money this year. And to the new followers out there, I promise we're going to dive in. I promise that 51 units you see at the right side of the screen, it's going to be much bigger by the end of the year. We just had a lot of bad breaks recently. No luck going our way, and you really aren't going to cash a bet unless you get a little bit lucky. But either way, we're going to dive in here. It is Saturday, so our favorite NFL picks are already live. We have 2 games on, the Seahawks 49ers and the Jaguars versus Chargers. I have my favorite pick in each of those games. That video was posted yesterday. Go check it out. We're doing pretty well in the NFL this year, and hopefully we crush the playoffs. Now, we will do day 1 of our ladder challenge. We'll do a redo of it. Our first one, we had Jalen Brunson and Jalen Green. The Jalen's get it done, but Stephen Curry does not get us over. We needed 20-plus points for him. But I got one for the NFL for the Jaguars-Chargers game. You see that short a little bit later on. If you are new, my name's Austin. Welcome aboard. Hit that subscribe button down below. Drop a like too. We're closing in on 70,000 subscribers. We're going to dive in today. Really like the players. We got a long shot at the end of the video. Let's dive into this first one though, and it's the guy that hurt a lot of people yesterday, Mr. Andrew Nembhard of the Pacers. I like his over 22.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, assists, minus 115 on PointsBet. Now, honestly, I play this up to 24.5, 25.5 if you want to. Like, Nembhard is a Pacer, and he's going to be asked to play the starting point guard role for the Pacers as Tyrese Halliburton is out. Now, look, Halliburton's going to be out for, I think, several weeks, but at least we look at Nembhard. Yesterday, everyone was on him, and he hurt people good. Yesterday, when he went into that role, he normally starts, but when he goes in that role as the point guard, he had 6 rebounds, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for 17 PRAs. The man shot 2 for 16. He could not buy a bucket, but what you have to like is he's still shooting. Some players will go 0 for 4. They'll chalk it up. They're saying, no more shooting for me, but he kept going out there shooting, and you saw his previous 2 games without Halliburton. He had 30 and 52 PRAs, so I really like this matchup today against the Grizzlies. Should be a fast-paced one, and I expect him to continue to be aggressive. He is a rookie. I don't expect one bad game to just completely scare him away from ever shooting again. He should be aggressive today against the Grizzlies, and likely doesn't. I mean, it's going to be tough to score inside against the Grizzlies. We know they have JJJ. Brandon Clark could be back, but they got Steven Adams down there, so they're going to have to beat him from the outside, and I don't see Dylan Brooks, who is their best defender. I don't see him potentially not even playing today, but even if he does play, he probably slides on to either Buddy Hield or Benedict Mathurin, 2 guys that are really good scorers instead of a guy like Nembhard. Now, should see well over 30 minutes. The over-under 235.5, and look, I think he's going to come out here, not let one bad game kind of just screw him up all mentally. I think he's going to play pretty well. It's not like we're asking him to drop 35 PRAs. We're asking him for 23, 24, depending on what the line changes, maybe 25. He's going to play well over 30 minutes. It's a fast-paced game. Grizzlies haven't been as good on the road, especially against the spread. They are like 7, 8-point favorites in this one, but the Pacers have played pretty well, and even if it is a blowout, there is a chance Nembhard plays a little bit more minutes just because he is a rookie. Obviously, if he's not playing too well, they're probably going to try to get him some more minutes, get him back into confidence. So, look, I take PRA line. If you need individual points, it's probably the way to go. But Nembhard can go out there and get 5 rebounds. He can get 10 assists. He could do random things like that, and that would make it much easier to cash. So, look, if he's going to go out there, attempt 12 to 15 shots, have the ball in his hands a lot, grab some rebounds too, I really like his chances. I'll take his over. 22.5 PRAs is my first play of the day. Now, let's move on to my second one. This might be a pretty popular play, but I really do like this one, and it's Mr. Marcus Smart of the Boston Celtics, over 21.5 points plus assists, minus 106 on Caesars. Now, the tough part here for Mr. Smart, you can play this up another 1 or 2 if you need to. Tough part, some people don't have a points and assist line. If you ask for his PRA line, perfectly fine with that. I don't necessarily think he grabs a ton of rebounds, but he should grab a couple rebounds, and hopefully he crushes the line regardless. And if you need an over individually, I'd lean his over in points, but Smart can get 15 assists on any given night, given the potential here. But let's talk about why we like him. Jaylen Brown, the Boston Celtics, is going to be out here. Should be out for, I don't really know how long. They said potentially a week, maybe 2 weeks. So we'll see. But either way, we've seen Smart step up without Brown. He sort of becomes that, I'm Jaylen Brown, and he starts shooting a bunch. And you saw last game, 16 points, 10 assists. Did not shoot well, but it was against a very good Brooklyn Nets defense. And that game, they only combined for 207 points. Now today against the Hornets, you're sitting at over under 232. So they're expecting a lot more points in this one, and he's going to be running the offense a lot. Now Jason Tatum, he's going to get his, but still, Smart's going to be in there, and he's going to shoot a lot more. There's a lot of opportunities opened up, and he's going to be starting out there with guys like Grant Williams, guys like if Al Horford is back, Robert Williams, guys out there that don't really have an offensive game. They kind of need Smart to initiate something for him, and we look at him. Smart's played pretty well in 3 games this year without Jaylen Brown. Smart, 28, 37, and 26 points plus assists on 17, 11, and 12 field goal attempts. The 37, the most he ever had, Came against today's matchup, the Charlotte Hornets, so he obviously has a good track record against them. The Hornets allow the 8th most points per game, 6th most assists per game to opposing point guards. Smart is obviously the opposing point guard for this team, and just find it hard to believe he's not going to go out there and shoot, 10 to 15 times. He could also go out there and get 8 to 10 assists easily, and I think he's got a good chance at a double-double today, which should make this hitting this pretty easy. I like his over 21.5 points plus assists. He should play, his normal 32 to 36 minutes. If he's playing well, play even more minutes, but I really do like his props today, like his over 21.5 points plus assists. Minus 106 on Caesars. I know I don't have an under in this video, and I did want to put an under. I know our 2 hits yesterday were unders, but there's really nothing that stuck out to me. I'll talk about a lean at the end that I do consider as an under, but probably won't add it. No added plays today. My third and final play, though, it's going to be this guy, but it's going to be a long shot because we're going just a half unit on this one. Luka Doncic, triple-double to record one. You can put yes to record a triple-double, whatever you want to do, plus 290 on DraftKings. So if you put $10 on it, you're going to win 29, so you'll have 39 at the end of this. And I'd probably play this down to about plus 200. Now, if you don't have a triple-double line, I don't mind his over and rebounds or assists, as we're going to need that. And if you have no idea what a triple-double is, well, in the NBA, you need 3 of the following stats. You're most likely going to need 10-plus points, 10-plus rebounds, and 10-plus assists from Luka Doncic. FanDuel doesn't have a line right now, but normally their triple-double lines are stupid anyways. But look, if Luka goes out there, you can also get a triple-double with steals or blocks, and if Luka somehow gets 10 steals or 10 blocks, I'll shave my head or something stupid, because that ain't happening. But look at Luka's last 8 games. And a half unit means, let's say you're a normal unit better, you put $100 on every single play. I'd recommend putting $50 on this. Now, and if it hits, we're going to win back over 1.4, like 5 units. So a great potential, not risking a ton. Let's talk about this though. Luka, last 8 games, triple-double in 4 of them, including the last game versus the Lakers, 14 rebounds and 13 assists. Now, let's talk about each leg, because we're going to need 10-plus points, rebounds, and assists from Luka. If Luka doesn't get 10-plus points, well, sure as heck ain't getting 10-plus rebounds or 10-plus assists. Let's be honest. He's going to get 10-plus points. Now, 10-plus rebounds. Luka, his regular over-under for rebounds is 9.5. Some have a little bit juiced on the over. He's had 10-plus rebounds in 7 of the last 9 games, and they're confident he gets there. And I also look at this matchup. Not going to guard Damian Lillard. Not going to guard Anthony Simons. And probably not going to guard Jeremy Grant. Maybe they throw him out of Josh Hart. Either way, or put him on some of the guys that come off the bench that don't really have a jump shot. So either way, I think he's just chilling out in the paint. Now, Christian Wood, questionable for this game. And while I would kind of like Christian Wood out there for a chance at more, assist opportunities to Wood, there's also a good chance that there's more rebound opportunities. We see Yusuf Nurkic, the starting center for the Portland Trailblazers, running a lot more pick and roll with Dame. So I just don't see Luka really having to do much on defense, just kind of chilling in the paint, grabbing some boards. He should be able to get us 10 boards if he's playing pretty well. Now, 10-plus assists. Let's talk about this. This is probably the hardest leg. His regular over-under for assists is 8.5. It's juiced on the over, like minus 145. He's hit 10-plus assists in 6 of the last 11 games, so he's done pretty decently. And like I said, if Christian Wood misses, now it's not great because he does provide a good assist opportunity guy, but also that means Dwight Powell likely slides into the starting lineup. So while it helps Luka for rebounds, I don't think it really hurts him a ton for assists. Dwight Powell doesn't do anything on offense. In fact, he only catches lobs. So all of his points are going to be scored off Luka assists. And it wouldn't surprise me if you see the Blazers play pretty tough defense on a guy like Luka Doncic. We saw the Blazers just give up 10 assists to a guy like Darius Garland last game, and he doesn't have nearly the usage that a guy like Luka gets in Luka's last 4 games against the Blazers. Let's talk about him. Triple-double in 2 of them. So good, you would have profited easily. But in the other 2 games, finished with 6 rebounds and 9 assists. So 4 rebounds and 1 assist short. And then 11 rebounds and 7 assists. So 3 assists short. The issue is you look at those games, only played 30 and 29 minutes. So both games were blowouts. He didn't play a lot of minutes. Now I look at this game. Mavericks are underdogs, which I kind of like. And if the Mavericks are trailing in the second half, Luka is going to play a lot of minutes. The past 2 games, 53, and then I don't even want to count, or 43, and then I don't even know how many minutes he played in the Lakers game, but that was double OT. But regardless, he's been playing the last 20. He's been playing the whole second half. They don't take him out, and I think that's great if you're trying to get rebounds, you're trying to get assists. So, like at the end of the day, if they're losing, which they certainly could be, the Blazers are a very solid team, and they're favored at home. They're on the road, the Mavericks. So we could see Luka play a lot of minutes, go upwards of 40 minutes, and that gives us a great chance of getting those 10 rebounds and 10 assists we likely need. So I'm going to sprinkle on it. Triple-double, like it's only a half unit. If it loses, whatever, we'll lose a half unit. But I think the value is there, plus 290. I think you should be closer to plus 200, plus 185 or so. So I'll take the plus 290 on DraftKings. I'll take a stab at it. If it doesn't hit, whatever. I'll still track it towards my record. But I think it's got a good chance. If we hit that, we might be in for a great day. But either way, those are my 3 favorite plays. My heavy lean, I like 2. Joel Embiid's over in points. The problem is they don't have a line for that, and I don't really know if the Jazz try to stamp him or if they just put all 5 guys on him. But my other heavy lean, I really do like Pascal Siakam under 26.5 points. Not going to add any plays today. I would do 26.5, but most books are at 25.5, and I don't like giving out plays that at least aren't available in a bunch of books at the time of recording. Obviously, we change lines every single day, but I think they try to guard up Siakam like they do normally Giannis Antetokounmpo from a couple nights ago. So either way, my 3 favorite plays, we're going with Andrew Nembhard's over in PRAs, Marcus Smart's over in points plus assists, and then we're just sprinkling on Luka Doncic, half unit on him to get a triple-double. The other 2 plays are 1 unit plays. So 2.5 units on the line today, potential to win, I think, almost 3.5, 3... Yep, 3.5 units. So either way, we'll take it. Time to shout out some COS All-Stars. We got Kenneth, we got Pax Teller, we got A. Allen, we got Welcome Down, James, Anthony, EPG, we got Stephanie, Fame, Larry, Godson, we got Yimmy, Aiden, James, Frederick, Reigning Pirate, we got Justin, Brandon, Jacob, Gabriel, Joseph, Brandon, Alex, and Junior. I appreciate all the All-Stars out there. If you want to become one, hit that join button down below. Either way, we're going to dive in. We're going to go 3-0. Hopefully today have a big day and make back. If we somehow go 3-0 today, we'll make back almost half of what we've lost over the last 9 days, which has been a really rough stretch. I know it hasn't been great. Appreciate you guys still tuning in. That ladder challenge will be live a little bit in a little bit. Go check that out. It's on the YouTube Shorts page. I'm Austin. See you guys in the next one. Peace.